Yeah. All you need is a jump shot. You know that. You start being a problem, dude. I'm start having trouble with you. Start hitting them jump shots. You know how to get to the hole though. Hall of Fame, they're not perfect, but you don't gotta be perfect. You just gotta be on. It's easy. You gotta get the rhythm of it, like real life. It's realistic. Before you start, yeah, it's a little bit. It's not hard. Trust me. If you play basketball, it's not hard with the shooting. You just know you gotta get yourself open. You gotta get yourself really open though. That's what people don't know. People don't think you just shoot. You gotta get yourself clear. You gotta feel comfortable. When you start feeling comfortable, you can make shots in motherfuckers' face.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like
it's like real basketball. That's why y'all see. I just see it as a video game. I kind of picture like it in real basketball.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago, where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Will Compton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long.
He fell off, though.
Check 50, check 50.
Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 27, Wentz. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Will Compton able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Yeah. Boys out here be playing with their favorite team. You know how to play though. Yeah, he do good with them. Hell yeah, he do good with them. He be playing good defense with them too. He's just a Raider fan. You know, motherfuckers like that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm a Bears fan, but I can't play with Trubisky. He can't throw.
Check 99. Switch.
I do.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left.
Good play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive today. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on,
I watch what they do.
Run it back
I watch what they
later.
do. You know what I'm saying? I know he like to run, like to pass a lot. Oh, he like to run
On
these
2nd
plays.
down now. It's Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, Jacobs looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
I'll pass it $2.
They'll run with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin the drive with Howard.
Almost broke away.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Will Compton in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
but I always find a way.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Got me again.
And he's going to go down again.
Sacking me, bro. He wanted him to throw the ball.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded at about the 28. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, Washington. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Start feeling himself. I don't know why. Gotta punt that ball.
Throwing on 1st down. Howard sliding out of the pocket. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Waiting. We want it. Come on.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
What time you waking up?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
I got you, boy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going for it all.
Oh, he got me.
And this is going to be intercepted.
He got me.
Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Keep playing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Now Wentz dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running with Howard. And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again. Max Crosby in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. Into the red zone, Wentz. And he's got it, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Wentz now to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, it
will be
pick.
intercepted.
Shit.
Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Wow.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage.
Fuck.
But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They run it with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Carr gives it off to Washington. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Washington on 3rd and short.
Fuck.
Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st, here's Washington. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Washington. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line.
We're going to OT.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I know, man. I really try.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute. And they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
I'm a beast.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
I'm going.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
He didn't know about
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do that. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Carr to throw. And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
You should have popped that shit. Oh, missed it. But he could take a hit, though. And he probably heard the ball, too.
Back to throw. Carr.
Oh,
and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
You got a punt.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On second down, it's Washington, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go.
Fucked up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. They go with Howard again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go, defense. All day, defense. All day.
What can Wentz do now with his drive? Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with Howard. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Howard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Here we go. Waiting.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Man, I was kicking, man. I usually make that shit all the time. They know me.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
I do it for.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. Jones. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Whoa.
He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
That's a catch. You got 1 feet for that, 2 feet in. Yeah, 1 feet in.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
What's up? What you trying to do? Play 2K? What you trying to do? Call of Duty? Oh, okay. I'm about to come him again, dude. Let me see. Playing a running back. Ain't nobody trying to play. Unc, you hear Unc? Yeah, Noodles. Invite him back to the group. Yeah, I probably thought we sleep. I'm trying to get that Call of Duty tonight. What y'all on? I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left.
Hey, Nick, you still in here?
Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through.
Y'all on Call of Duty?
So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room.
Y'all on Call of Duty? Hey, how much is it gonna take? An hour, babe?
I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game. As we just saw there, how about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
I'll pay it tomorrow.
180. 57
You said star 3?
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. On second down now, it's Washington. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The game tripping? Yeah, I heard about that too.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Mine worked though.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jihad Ward. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson now. And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson in the run. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Will Compton. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see.
They get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Come on now, come on now. Kill, kill, kill. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Slam. Express.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 23-yard run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block.
Hey, let's do that a couple years ago. They had one good year.
Fundamental football.
07.
Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
We're going to get on Dreamcast. We're on Dreamcast.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, it's not even 10 years ago. It's 20 years ago, fam. It's 20 years ago.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next
2000.
drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Nah, they may eat.
And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Madden was never on Dreamcast. Madden was not on Dreamcast. 2K is Dreamcast. 2K is Dreamcast. That's what Dreamcast
gets him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Go look it up, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Flush to his right. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to let it go deep for the end. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Heavy. Express.
Running is Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, it's Washington, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
57 for Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Express. Mike, 57.
Throwing his car on third down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 47 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to... And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
It's going to be a long day. Smooth. 48 to Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
From the gun, Carr. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points. I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown. Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6. Come on. Come up to 6. A lot of points.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This is Ingram. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Jackson on 3rd and long. He finds Roberts complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he stopped immediately there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Carr on the give. It's Washington. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Right back to Washington. And he's got some space here. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On 2nd down now, it's Washington looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Your mind. Express.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down now, it's Washington. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Joker. Hey, 734. Check. Switch. Hey, check 20. That's right.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You got tape right there. What do? 48. Express. Check right. Hey,
on 2nd down, Washington. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Fielded about a yard deep.
Toby, I beat him, Toby.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw is Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
No, I ain't looking at it. We're winning. What do you want to do? I'm done. Where's Mama Kiss? Where's Mama Kiss? Move, man. Nikki, you free, Nikki? Toby, you on that Call of Duty? You on that Call of Duty, Toby? Oh, ain't working. Go get your mama. Go get your mama. I don't got no nails, Papa.